All right. Hi, my name is Lori Huffman. I'm a Regional Vice President with Arbonne International, and I am on a screen video today to share a little bit about what Arbonne is all about. And with me is Mandi Cooley, and she's going to share a little bit about her story and her journey. And so we're just really excited that you took the time to watch this video and just listen. We always say this may or may not be for you, but it's always worth taking a few minutes of your time just to check it out, just to hear all the details, because sometimes we think we know what something's about until we hear more of the details. So that's what this video is going to provide. So first and foremost, just a little history and background about myself. I've worked in corporate America for over 20 years. I have 4 kiddos. I live in Louisville, Kentucky, and had no desire or thought of ever doing a network marketing company. It kind of fell in my lap when I was looking for products for my daughter who had severe eczema, and they worked awesome and they were great products, and I was a product user for quite a while. But what really caught my attention is that the caliber of men and women that are in this company, that they actually, many of them have built their business alongside. This is called like a nook and cranny type job, and we build alongside our jobs with the option that if at some point we would like to step away from that job, we're able to do that. And so that was really my journey. Again, I was using the products. I had a consultant account for 2.5 years and really just was not working the business, but decided at one point when things got really difficult at work and I was working 50, 60 hours a week, I got to a point that I was really missing out on life. And I was working, I enjoyed my work. If you asked me, I would have said, yes, I love my job. But what I found is that I was working my job really, hard, but I had very little time left for my kids, little time left for my husband, just very little time left for life. And so what this business has been able to do is kind of flip-flop that. So now I work around my life versus the other way around. So I'm able to kind of just do life, and this just kind of fits in. We work about 10 to 15, 20 hours if we're really trying to, go for another level, but we work around our lifestyle, and that's what was awesome about this. I saw people that had very full lives, very busy lives, and never thought about doing network marketing, but once they saw the brilliance of this business and the time freedom that it provided, they jumped right in and decided to build a business. And so that's exactly what I did. And I love that Arbonne, so many different type of people join Arbonne. They join for so many different reasons. Some people just love the idea of having extra income. The average millionaire has more than 7 streams of income coming into their household. That's just smart. Most people have bills and capacity, but usually a 1 income or 2 income is just enough to pay the bills and maybe just a little bit of fun money on the side if you save up for it. This can just be fun money. It can be an extra vacation. It could be extra spending money. It could be, savings for kids' college or something. It also could be something that to pay off debt. Right now, we're living in, a generation where most kids have more debt and will or is unlikely to be able to pay off that debt before they're 30 or 40. That wasn't the case when I was, when I was in college age, but that is the reality. And unfortunately, right now, Starbucks and Target are the #1 employers of college students. So it's very difficult for them to jump right in and make that money to be able to pay down that debt. So that's very common. Some people love the idea of being a boss. They love the idea of owning their own time. I never really thought of that. I never thought of myself as an entrepreneur, but now that I have complete freedom of what my day looks like every single day, it is amazing. And you're able to just do things that you never thought you could do before and have the freedom to pack up and go if you choose, and just be able to, make the decision if you want to earn more money or not. It's all within your say or within your working capacity. Some people just love the idea of improving their health. They want to improve the health of others. They love sharing this. And that's really what Arbonne consultants do. We don't sell something. I mean, technically there are sales involved, but really we just share what we love. Most of us have been product users and it's changed our life. It's changed our skin. It's changed our health. And we just want to tell everyone and anyone who's willing to listen. And so with that, I'm going to let Mandi share a little bit about her journey. She jumped in, she was a product user. I remember having a presentation and she was in the room, and so many times she was like speaking up like, oh, I love that, I love that. And that's what we do. We educate people on hidden toxins and ingredients that are typically banned in other countries, but not here. And then we just tell other people about it. So we switch our brand. We stop buying from the big box stores, Target and Walgreens and Walmart, and we just buy from our own store, and then we tell others about it. And we tell people about what these toxins are doing to their health. That's it. It's as simple as that. And so I loved that Mandi was so vocal about that. So it just made sense over time that she just was a natural fit. Like, yes, she's already telling people, you might as well get paid for it, right? So Mandi, go ahead and just share what you want to share and about your journey and what you're looking to do.
Yeah, I remember that party well. I was very vocal. And it was that party that I did sign up to be a consultant at. So, but many of my reasons are similar to all of the items that you've already talked about, Lori, and our lives are rather similar. I work in a career that I'm very grateful for. I've worked for state government for 16 years in a career that I'm very happy with. I also have 4 kids, and I've been married for 12 years. But a while ago in my work, I was actually in Louisville, of all places, at a conference, and I heard a gentleman speak to us, and his story was about connecting your passion with your paycheck. And I remember sitting here thinking, as he kept repeating it, my passion and my paycheck have no connection. I really had no true passion for what I was doing for my career. My career chose me. I did not choose my career. It kind of fell in my lap after college, and I never left. So again, I'm grateful for it. It gives me a roof over my head and pays my bills, and I'm very thankful. But the beginning of this year, I really started to think about having passion for what I do, and not just in my career, but in my personal life as well. And after being a product user for so long and then becoming a consultant, I really just wanted the discount, right? Because I was using so much stuff. But I started to kind of plug in, as Lori would say, to a lot of the different group calls and just pay more attention to what the opportunity had to offer. And I started to feel some of that passion and connection to what the opportunity could do for me, not only in a business sense, but in my personal life as well. And that's really where I'm at. I'm just, started dipping my toes in, and now I'm kind of up to my waist and, feeling what it feels like and seeing what the opportunities are and just all the great things that it has to offer. So I'm just excited. I have tons of people that are interested in what I'm doing, and it's just great to have those conversations and share with them the products and the lifestyle. The healthy living is fantastic. I've had so many people just tell me how it's changed their lives, and I'm all about just living their best life and connecting that passion to a paycheck, and I feel like this is a great stepping stone for that. So here I am. And one other piece of it too is it's something that's mine. I've worked since I graduated college in public service. I work for the government. We help people every day. I have a boss, I have a staff, I have 4 kids. I'm constantly working for somebody else. If I'm not 8 to 5 fixing problems at work, I'm in the morning fixing pancakes or breaking up a fight at night, and nothing's really ever mine. And I felt like this was just a really fun, it really lit a spark in me to have something all of my own little group, my own little business opportunity, my own time. I get to choose what I say and how I do it. And it just really felt great to have something all of mine after 38 years. So those are my 2 big reasons, and it feels really good. And thank you, Lori, for hanging out with me tonight.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. And I think that's really the first time, because I think very early on, you were just dipping your toes and you were super passionate about the products. But that is the best part. And I think that's the part that I've become most passionate of. Because I feel like we talk to people all the time that say, oh, I really like what I do, or I love what I do. But when you really, hear what people, their passions have something. Sometimes there's something outside of their job that they would love to do. And so when we say, if time and money were no object, what would you be doing? And when you really think about that, when you ask that question, people do not say that they want to work for the government, and people don't say they want to work for an appliance company or a manufacturer. Typically that job, and I think most of us, do feel, passionate about, like, we like what we do, because usually that's the case very early on. But then when it becomes that you're living for Friday, or you feel sick to your stomach on Sunday, that's where I was. I loved what I did up until the point that I was counting the days down till Friday. And then Saturday felt super short. And then Sunday was the dread of what was to come Monday. And if you're in that spot, or if you think, if you think about where you're doing right now, if you keep doing that for the next 5 years, fast forward 5 years from now, what does that look like? Are you doing something different today that's going to get you to a different plan, or to a different reality, or a different lifestyle? If the answer is no, and it kind of what you're doing now kind of makes your stomach kind of churn a little bit, reach out to Mandi, ask her what she's doing. She's, as she says, she's newer, kind of getting into this, or ask me, how we did that, because so many people have done this. They've built alongside, and that's the best part. So with that, I'm just going to jump in just a little bit about Arbonne. We have been around 39 years. The reason that is important is because most companies do not last past, I think it's 6 years. Network marketing companies have come and gone. There are thousands. We're still in the top 20. Of those top 20, we are in only a few countries, which is really important. The fact that the other 19 are in over 50 countries, and we're still holding up there with only just a handful. So currently we are in the UK, we're in Canada, we're in Poland, we're in New Zealand, we're in Australia, and also Taiwan. And so, because we're very diligent about building a stable company. Also to date, and this is awesome, I just saw the stat, that we year to date, as of March, grew to over 25%, which is more than Amazon or Google is growing right now. So we are a growing company, and we have not even reached the tipping point. Like, this is the type of stuff that people write books about. And there's so many reasons why Arbonne is growing so fast, and I'll touch on those. But the fact that we've been around a long time, we're based out of Switzerland, so we adhere to Swiss standards and also European standards. We have all the certifications to back that up, and that's really what sets us apart. So just for a frame of reference, so Europe has banned about 14 to 1,500 chemicals and toxins, and we have something called the 2,000 not allowed list. Super strict about our policy. I've seen them adhere to that and go above and beyond for years, and that's one thing that really sets Arbonne apart. Also, the fact that we are botanically based, we have no mineral oil or petroleum, we're kosher, we're vegan certified. The reason that's important is, we're not all vegans in Arbonne, but we don't want like meat and animal byproducts in your skincare, because everything you put on your skin actually absorbs in 26 seconds. So your skin is just a large organ that it delivers things directly to the bloodstream. So what you eat, what you breathe, what you put on your skin is super important. We also had no parabens, no phthalates, no artificial sugars, colors, fragrances, or dyes. All those are very important because they contribute to health. Or if you're using any products really in the US, because we have not had any government legislation for many years. Makeup, for example, has not been updated since 1939. And we have to date only about 12 to 14 chemicals that are banned in the US. So that right there sets Arbonne apart. And that's why we don't even put our products in regular storefronts. Because, when you look in the store, there may be 20, 30 options for shampoo. Ours will be the cleanest, and we're very diligent. We want to make sure all the money gets put back into the pocket of the consultant and back into the research and development. So that's why we chose this model of delivery to our consumers and our clients. So a little bit, we have the tagline of pure, safe, and beneficial. Those are important because we test for purity. Third-party tests, we are the safest of science and the best of nature combined. We do use science and technology because you can use all natural things on your skin, but you're just not going to see a benefit. We want to make sure you have a benefit, but it's also safe. We also have everything from babies to baby boomers for the product line. Anything from the normal personal care products like deodorant, toothpaste, shampoo, conditioners. We have skin sunscreen. We have an acne line that's gentle but very effective. We also have weight management products. We have a calm line. We have a baby skincare line. We have makeup that is beautiful, and it's the best healthy natural makeup. I've heard people that are really big into makeup say it's the best they've ever tried. We also have our flagship, which is the RE9 anti-aging, or what we call healthy aging skincare line. And we also have our 30 days to healthy living, which is our hugest, biggest market. That's what Mandi was just talking about. She's doing that right now. And it is changing people's lives. People are sick. People are sick in the US specifically. We're one of the wealthiest countries, but we're also one of the sickest. And so this program is actually just a very, paint by numbers, teaching people how to get healthy, how to eliminate the addictive and allergenic foods, increase nutrients in their daily diet for those 30 days, just to kind of hit a reset button. So they can learn what is not serving them well. So we eliminate things like sugar and soy and dairy and wheat and gluten and all those things that are just not serving us and causing just overall inflammation of the body. So people are having amazing results with that program. We also plug you into a support system that's led by a health coach. You get all your recipes. Yes, we eat whole, real food in this program, and you get the grocery shopping list to go with it. I mean, it's genius. You print it out, you go to the store, everything's in order of what you need for all those recipes, and they taste amazing. So highly recommend asking Mandi directly some of the details on that, because it is something that's changing the face of this world, this program that we're offering to people. So with that, I kind of mentioned how we distribute. We basically just do word of mouth advertising. We don't pay for celebrities. We don't pay for all the typical steps that happen in retail. When you have a normal retail space, it has to pass through many hands. And what happens is the consumer is left with a very cheap product that they've paid, 9 times more than it should have been, just so everyone can get paid. But with Arbonne, we don't do that. We basically just share what we love about the product. We have a 45-day money-back guarantee, so that client can have the freedom to pick anything they want and buy it. And if they don't love it, they can send it back. And within 45 days, they get all their money back. What I love, too, is we have less than a 1% return rate on that. So people love Arbonne. We have amazing products. So it's a very smart delivery process. And also because people are going to trust their consultant. It's a very, it's a very relationship type of thing. You're going to trust someone more so than you're going to trust a celebrity that claims that they're wearing L'Oreal or Maybelline or something. We can give you the truth of what we think about it and what we like or don't like about our product. And you're going to get that truthfully from Mandi. And that's makes a big difference. We also, if you've ever considered a network marketing business, it is just a smart business model. You think about it, we refer people all the time. We tell people about good movies, we tell people about good restaurants, about good books, but we don't get paid. Like if you say, hey, go to this movie, I watched it, it was amazing, and someone goes, you're not going to get kickback from, a studio or a director for referring to that movie. That's what all we do. We use the products and we tell people that we love it, and then they're able to try the products themselves, and then we get compensated for that referral. That's just a really genius model and thing that you can do. We also have highly consumable products. When you're looking for any kind of business, it's important to have something that, people are going to buy a product, they're going to love it, they're going to reorder, they're going to go back to Mandi's website and order that again and again and again. And she's going to say, hey, you're loving these products and you're telling other people about them. Why don't you get paid for that referral? And then they can just upgrade their account and have that income stream coming into their household as well. It's very simple what we do. We also are in demand. Healthy products are in demand. You can see it in stores. I know Kroger is our biggest, supermarket chain in the Louisville area. And basically years ago, the organic section was this tiny little section off in the corner. And over time it got bigger, and then it was like 2 aisles, and it was 3 aisles, and they finally just incorporated all the organic and the health food throughout the whole store. That is by demand. That's not us forcing the market. That is because people are looking for healthier options. We have been doing this for 39 years. We have never, stepped backwards or had to step backwards. We have been clean and green since day one. We were gluten-free when people didn't even know what that word was. So I love that it's very natural of what we're doing. We're not trying to figure it out and put extra labels to sell something, that this is the basis that we stand on. We also, because of timing and trends, because we can build a business, as long as you have Wi-Fi and a cell phone or a laptop, you can build a business anywhere in the globe. And that's just smart. It allows people to be very mobile and very flexible. I do a lot of my work in my car. I'm waiting in the car rider line. I'm, stopped outside the grocery store for a few minutes, and I can work for a few minutes while I'm waiting, in between appointments or something. So it's just a really smart way to work. I don't have to get up to an alarm clock. I don't have to drive a 20 or 30-minute commute and then go to work all day and then drive back that commute. It is fit in, as I schedule it throughout my day. So it's just a smart way to work. Also, they say 1 in 6 households, maybe it's 1 in 8 households have some kind of brand or some kind of home-based business. It's going to be 1 in 3 in the next decade or so. So everyone's going to be identifying with some type of brand. It really just makes sense to have a brand that it has all these attributes, that it's consumable, it's healthy, and all those good things. And then lastly, the ability to leverage time. This is the genius of this business. And Arbonne has the best layout, and you can ask Mandi for details. But just the fact that we basically just duplicate ourselves. When you're working 40, 50, 60 hours a week, you can't just do extra work and make extra money. But here you can duplicate. So as soon as Mandi decided to jump in, I have essentially duplicated myself. So if I have 5 or 6 people working, I'm essentially working 60 hours a week, because we work about 10 to 15 hours a week ourselves. But that network just grows. And what's nice is we get paid on that entire network of people, consumers and consultants. I love that we don't get paid. We don't have a person quota at all. We get paid based on sales, and that just makes it fair, because we have no reason to have to, headhunt people to sign up to be on our team, or, because if people aren't interested in healthy products, it doesn't help us one bit to have someone sign up. So I love that it keeps it just very open and sharing type of model. So real quick, I'm just going to touch on the compensation plan. It's very simple to remember. There's 4 levels. If you think of the word darn, it makes it very easy. So C, you start out as a consultant. First level is district manager, and average income for a district manager is $240 to about $1,500 a month. And this is a great level, because this is like fun cash. This is kind of like, as Mandi said, this was me money, and that's kind of what was me in the beginning. This is just my fun little, side thing that I want to do just for extra cash. But it also at that upper range, it could be a house payment, it could be a car payment, it could be a debt payment. So it could be a major help in someone's income, family income. Secondly is district manager. So C darn, C, D, and then A. Area manager, average income here is about $1,200 to $3,000 a month. And what I love about area manager is your business becomes willable for 4 generations. So if something were to happen to me, my income still continues to go to my family, my kids and my grandkids, and my unforeseen great-grandkids. That is just an amazing legacy that you can leave for your family. And on top of that, making an incredible income that really could, replace a corporate type job. Third level is regional vice president. This is the fun level that everyone recognizes, because you get the free white Mercedes. Arbonne, in addition to your commission, which ranges from $5,000 to $10,000 a month, you get an extra $800 put in your paycheck for a white Mercedes. It's your car, the title's in your name. You can buy new, used, leased, whatever you want to do, and they will send you that $800. And it's just so awesome. Like, I was not really a Mercedes-Benz, but I'm all about a free car. So it is a great little perk, and it just really represents all the numbers of people that you have helped get healthy, and that's the best part of it. So then the last level is national vice president. Average income here is $22,000 a month. And this is not some pie in the sky, like only a few people get there. There are so many people that reach this level every single month. I think the month that I reached regional vice president, I think there were 63 people that promoted to RVP that month, just that month. So this is not like the one random, car you see in the town that only one person has it. When I go to meetings, there's sometimes anywhere from 10 to 20 white Mercedes lined up. So it is very doable. And Mandi's going to get there. And I love it because you can just see this progression. And there's so many stats to show that if you just, stay with a company and continue to share it, that it just happens. Like there's no way you can't let it happen. So I love that. And there are different ways you can get involved. As I said, Arbonne may not be for everyone, but it's definitely worth trying. If you've never looked into healthy products, or maybe some of the information you heard tonight was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that we're that behind in the US. Check it out. If you try something, some people are always kind of happy with their products, but when they try something that is amazing, it will knock your socks off. And that's kind of was me when I tried it for the first time. You can shop as a client. You can shop as a preferred client, which gives you a 20% discount. Which is awesome. It's just like Amazon Prime. There's no minimums, no maximums, no auto shipping requirements, anything like that. It's just when you want to shop, you get a discount up to 40% off. And then also the consultant account is awesome because it's only $49. You get a bigger discount, 35% to 50% off. Plus you can earn the income as soon as you refer it to anyone. That includes your website, all the HR back office type stuff. They just can go to your website and you can start earning a paycheck in as fast as a week of signing up. So that's just kind of all the information kind of wrapped up in a short little time. And if you have any questions, absolutely reach out to Mandi. It does not hurt to ask questions. If you even have 1% of curiosity or think, well, maybe this would work, or I don't know if this would work, just give it a shot. There's no risk. If anything, there are many people that sign up with a consultant account. They just get great discounts on great products that you're not going to regret anyway. So no risk. Get your questions answered, and we're not afraid of any of them. So feel free to reach out to Mandi and myself if you have any questions, and we will and get those for you. So you guys have a great night, and thank you so much, Mandi, for sharing. Love hearing that. I think that's the first time I've really even just saw more insight. So I know you're going to go far, and you are super capable and competent. I just love it. Your independents are just like, okay, I'm doing this. I love that because that's what we're going to do. And it's just fun. It's fun work. This is like work, but I always tell my kids all the time, teamwork is dream work. And when you get to do something you love, and then you get to be around positive, supportive people, it's just an awesome thing. So thanks again. Have a good night.
Thank you.